Okay, hi, this is my next video, and it's going to be on the CGM bet system. And there's something I've learned tonight which I think is quite valuable to add, not many people know about, especially people who have just bought this software and looking how to use it. And it's called the Advanced Goal Stats, which is on the right hand side here. So what I want to do is I want to go through the right hand, this option, and show you how it's valuable to looking at setting prices for specific strategies. So when you load CGM bets, obviously you go for the update bit and then restart, etc., and then you get the screen again. Yeah, go to this bit here called Advanced Goal Stats and let it load up. It does load up, so I just loaded up myself. There you go. Okay, so let it load up, and then you get this page here. Okay, so there's a lot of strategies out there looking at what odds should we be putting our strategies at. So for instance, there's a strategy where you're looking at laying, if it's 0-0 at half time, say, and you want to go back on the over 1.5 market, what odds should you be getting at a certain price? So this looks back on historical data. This is looking back on the English Premier League from the season 2005 to 2021, which is this season. Okay, so then you're looking further down, so you're looking at the first goal, second goal, third goal, fourth goal, fifth goal. Well, so on this one, I'm going to look at the first goal. Okay, and then you're looking at, say, between the minutes of 1 and 15. Okay, and then you click this button here, and then you can put the score in, and then you can just sort this down here. So if you want to go to half time, so for instance, you could go to 0-0. Okay, so that's basically saying that there's no goals in the first 15 minutes. Then the score is 0-0 in the 46th. Okay, if you click this down to odds, so where it says show results percentage or odds, click it to odds, and then click calculate down here, which is in the blue button. What that's basically saying that in the minute 46 you should be looking at odds of 1.5 in the Premier League at 2.45. Now that seems a bit high to me, but in the minute 46 we're looking at 2.45, again depending on the match I suppose, but that's the actual average odds. Over 0.5 you're looking at 1.35, but there's been 766 matches and there's been an average odds of 2.45. So let's say there was a goal in the first half. Okay, so you got your goal, it's happening in the first 15 minutes, and then you're looking at and then in the 46 minutes we're looking at putting a bet on or trade on a half time. So obviously then we're looking at maybe the 2.5 trade. So then you're looking at odds of 2.28 in the 2.5 trade, average odds of 1.29 in the 1.5 trade, etc. So let's just say now there's been no goal in the 1/3, and let's see if I've done this right. So let's just say 1 to 45, scores 0-0, and then in the 46th minute, let's see if we can get this in on the over 1.5. Okay, so yeah, you're looking at 2.45, so there's no goal scored in the first half of games. Then you're looking at odds of 2.45 over 1.5 goals in the 46th minute. So it just kind of gives you, I'm not saying that every match is going to be that, but on average that's where it should be, about 2.45 over since 2005 to 2021. So it'd be worth looking at that. Is that the right odds? So I'm not sure where to look for. Obviously I just started using the software myself. I thought, oh my god, this is going to be quite good. So obviously you've got statistics 2, statistics 3, 4, 5. So you actually do 5 actual statistics if you wanted to, which might be good for me because I need to select certain leagues. So basically how I learned it was, if you're looking in the first 15 minutes of games, which is what I'm after, and then you get a goal, and then in the minute 46 it's 1-0 still. So I'm looking at the over 1.5 market really. On the over 2.5 we can go for the gated trade. So over 1.5 you're looking at 1.29. So in the English Premier League, let's remember this is just the English Premier League, you're looking at odds of 1.29. So in the half-time market you can back odds of over 1.5 at 1.29. Let's say you want to drip that in and say in the 60th minute you wanted to add another trade. So then 720 matches and that should be at 1.54. So if you've got no goals by the minute 60, you can slap another trade in and you should get an average of odds of 1.54. Now whether that's value or not, it's up to you. I'm not sure, but for me, yeah, it's I'd be looking at over 2.5, 3.57. So for instance, if you're looking at 55 minutes, which is normally the time the price, so if you've got a goal, let's have a look at the over 2.5s, and you're looking at odds of 2.95 in the Premier League. Let's not forget that. So let's say now this is a different league then. So let's just say now this was the Italian Serie A. So looking at the same, so remember this one here, if you're looking at the 2.5 market, you're looking at 2.95, yeah? Between 399 games in the English Premier League and the average odds of 2.95. So let's calculate that. Remember 2.95. Suddenly the odds change. So it's between 423 matches and the odds are 2.87. So difference in odds again, 2.87. Let's look at another league. Let's look at the Spanish Premier League. The same route. Suddenly you've gone to 3.20. What does that tell me? There's not many games. 371 games have actually been at 3.20. So this software actually gives you a beneficial, so you can actually start to look at what odds you should expect at certain times of the game. If you want to set a strategy up, so I want to automate my trading a little bit more. So I should know that if I want to go for the over 2.5 goal market, so if I want to set an owl trade up, and I know there's going to be no goals, so I could put between 1 and... So I could put the first goal, I don't know, between 45, let's have a look. Yeah, I'm still learning how to work this. So let's have a look. So you got your first goal. Let's put that as 56, say. So it's 0-0 at half time. The first goal's becoming between minute 56 and 90. So you're looking at the 1.5 goals here, that 90 is 2 goals above. What I was basically saying is about 1.47. So if you wanted to put a bet on the 55th minute, you're looking at 1.47 in the Spanish league. Let's look at a different league. Let's look at the English Premier League. .42. I think it's a little bit higher than that, isn't it? I don't know. Whether this looks at 0-0s, I don't know. But it's something else that we can look at. And if someone finds a better way of working it better than I have, please let me know. Let me just look at this. Let's look at what this does. So if we click refresh here, Yeah, still 1.5 goals at 1.42. So you're looking at a goal between 56 and 90 minutes for the first goal. And then between minutes 56 and 90, you get your first goal and scores. Let's check 0-0. So look what that makes out. Oh, that's a bit better. That is a lot better. I should have checked that out. So what I've basically done there, so I'm looking at the 55th minute, so it scores 0-0 in the 55th minute. So you've got waiting for a goal. So goal comes between 56 and 90 minutes. So the first goal's been taken out. Scores 0-0 in the 55th minute. You're then looking at odds of 3.28 maybe on average in the Premier League to score for 1.5 goals, which sounds a bit more than 1 point something. So let's have a look at the Italian Serie A. Yeah, it's around about 3.19. So people who are watching this video might think, oh, a bit high. And they may be. This is just the average odds of that time. For 472 games been played in the Serie A, that's been 0-0 in the 55th minute, and the average odds are 3.19. So it's worth checking. Is that right? Is that the average odds you get in 55th minute? We'll have a look. I don't know, but this is just something I wanted to show. I've learnt it tonight. Looking at automating my trades. So what odds am I looking at when I want to automate them? Do I want to set? So I'm trying to set up an owl, a gator, and a wolf trade. So I'm looking at automating that trade out. So this is why I come across this. I've learnt it on the internet. So there are different videos on CGM bets, so I thought I'd share it with you. I'm constantly learning like a sponge, so I thought I'd share it with you and see if it helps you when you're trying to either automate your trades or just looking for basic odds. I mean, you can click this and just keep it open, and then you can click on what are the basic odds for 1.5. What can I expect after so many minutes and blah blah blah. So have a play with it, have a look at it, just like I've done tonight. You say you can set up 5 different ones if you want, and then all you got to do then is just load them in and then see how it works. So I thought I'd share that. I thought it was quite decent. Let us know what you think of the video, and let's keep it green. Let's try and help each other out.